Hello everybody, welcome back to Peak's Corner here in another episode of Tone Tasting. Oh, just throwing them out there, and today we are still here with the 200 series Boss pedals, the EQ-200. And why would you in the world need an EQ pedal? Well, that is a big question. Now, you might have seen some of the videos that we do on Anderton's, the series called Sounds Like. Rabir and Matt try to sound like people, and actually, and a lot of the videos they use an EQ. They use the GE7, also from Boss, and they've used that in countless videos. When you look at it, it's the same form factor as the other 200 series pedals. It's got two knobs, it's got an on and an off, it's got a memory switch, where you can save your 4 presets plus the manual one, and if you click both switches down, you get all of the menus in here as well. As you can see, all the MIDI stuff, MIDI through, MIDI is on the side, MIDI jacks where you have to get an adapter, which is a separate cable you have to buy from Boss, or I can imagine some other people also make it. I'm not going to dive into menu because this is tone tasting. This is not about menus and deep diving into stuff. Stereo in, stereo out, and an expression pedal for your various Boss pedals, FS5Us, and so on and so forth. Anyway, here is a little display, which I really like. Here's a clean tone from the Tele into the DP40 from Victory. Turn it on, says on. Go to preset 1, memory 1. As you can see, scooped in the middle, top and bottom high. Memory 2, completely the opposite. 3, memory 3. I've got an Opel's ODR Mini on the floor here, so for some overdrives. See what I mean? There's so many tones just there to have one overdrive pedal and then having an EQ pedal. I'm running into the overdrive and then into the EQ. You can do the other way. I mean, for me, that's up to you how you try to find your tone. You know, some people like to put delays into overdrives and into fuzz and then in the front of amps and stuff. I don't judge. You can do whatever you like. Anyway, here's memory 4. Clean. With the drive, with the EQ. Back to manual, which is on the top here. Off. You just hear how much sound changes, you know, just by having an EQ pedal. And here is number 2. So that's without. It's almost like a rock and roll kind of, that's like a... Just gonna turn that down a little bit. I know I prefer this. For that sound, and that's just with the EQ pedal. You can also use it as, you know, if we've turned it up a little bit, so. So let's say you're rocking away with your overdrive pedal into your amp and you're going. And it's your turn to take a solo. You hit that on. Oops, wrong note there at the end, but you see what I mean. And that's why it's really, really cool to have an EQ pedal. It's like having, you know, 4 different amps or 4 different overdrives in one, you know, because you can go from here to there, to there, to there, to there in one pedal on the floor. Small form factor here. Now, if we go back to manual mode, that's when you've got all your levels of EQ. So you've got an overall level, which is minus and plus 15 dBs. And then you've got I mean, these 12.8K is almost so high you can't hear it. So there you go. Here's your 3.2K and 1.6. $800. $400. And was that wah, Q wah? 200. 200 tends to kind of be one of those frequencies where you just want to take it a little bit out. It's nice just to take that out. It's got that kind of 500 as well. It's kind of that mid hump. 120. Can be nice sometimes to put a little bit of 120 in there, just to warm up the low end. Then you got 60 and 30. Again, it's really the outer peripheries of peripheries. It's the outer limits of of the spectrum here. You know, so you can see. They got the little notch there in the middle, so you know when they are flush to the middle. Really cool with this little display here, so you can see, you know, what your EQ curve is. So it's a really, really handy tool to have. You know, you can use it for solo boosting. You can use it. Let's try to just gain up the amp, so the front end of the amp, and then to see what that does. So this is what it is now. And here is kind of, I've just gone the volume, so the gain of the front end of the amp, and turned the master down a bit, so then you get this kind of tone. And everything is on 12 almost. Everything is on 12 now. You know, and then if you throw on your EQ, and then an overdrive on top of that. Without the EQ, without the overdrive, with the overdrive. with the EQ. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you need an EQ pedal. And this is the graphic equalizer from Boss, the EQ200 from the new 200 series. I think that's really cool. Actually, I went into this video going, do you really need an EQ? I don't know, but actually, this is really, 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 really good. It's really good. I could definitely see myself having one of these at some point, because it just opens up the whole new world of sounds for you in your amp. You don't need to have 4 or 5 different amps, you can just use one of these. Anyway, links are below if you want to buy one. There will be a link for Andertons as well below, because this is where I am doing my videos here in Pete's Corner, where I do these little episodes of tone tasting. So anyway, that was the EQ200 from Boss. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please hit the like button, and if you didn't like it, hit the other button, or don't. But anyway, have a comment, let me know what you think. Do you need an EQ for your guitar? Do you use an EQ for your guitar? Let me know. Thank you very much for watching. I was Pete. I'll see you soon.